here for what can you expect from the webinar. It's actually a little monotonous not to be able to hear you guys out, but I'll take that opportunity to quickly introduce the webinar, the title of the webinar, and then go on forward with your questions, if any. By the way, please accept my apologies for being late here. I was on a webinar with Cointelegraph and Future Blockchain Summit, GITEX. That's an upcoming event in Dubai. It's supposed to be the world's biggest blockchain event physically, hosting close to 200,000 people from around the world. So that was it. We're here. Okay, I'll begin with what TDeFi is. So TDeFi, the elaboration of TDeFi is Trade Dog DeFi. Quite a name, not a lot of details. It's an accelerator for crypto startups, and we've been extremely successful in the last 1 year. We're about to complete our first year by the end of this month, and our recent cohorts are mostly $100 million companies in equity valuations, and those who are considering crypto and tokenizations of their business. So we prefer to stay in a boutique mode of selection for our startups, but at the same time, we don't want to miss out opportunities with innovative startups that might be in early stage, but are there to change the world, like blockchain did essentially. So in the same spirit, we've organized this BizThon. It's a business hackathon that is inviting not just coders, but also entrepreneurs, influencers, mentors, judges, ecosystem partners, absolutely everyone who has anything to do with a crypto startup or has spent some time in crypto. So we'll use this opportunity of bringing these people together. So those who are coding or can patch with those who have a business idea, and these guys together can find mentors and marketers right from the first day, so that the product has a complete polish to go outside of the startup world and deal with enterprises, find their utility, if required, pivot to something else, but at least be successful. So that's the agenda of a BizThon. You walk in as an idea, you walk out as a fully funded business. Funded is an important perspective, at least for the startup, up until they haven't raised funds. Myself, I've spent more than a decade in startup and investments, and I'm a believer of the fact that investment is not a very significant achievement. It certainly is a milestone, but it's not a significant achievement. But you would only believe that after you've been in that stage. So I totally respect the sentiments of startups. And that's why we have arranged a whole world of investors in this BizThon. So what happens, I'll tell you process by process. You can be somebody who knows how to code, or would be somebody who doesn't know how to code, but is a phenomenal strategist. He knows how to deal with business, to deal with economics. You can be somebody who knows how to do marketing, right? So this application to BizThon is not at all limited to you being a coder. Whatever you are, if you think you're skilled enough and committed to a startup, committed to your own entrepreneurship, you can apply here. Now we have a custom designed ERP that is a software that would match ideas to people and people to businesses. So if you are somebody who's looking to build something on an NFT or DeFi technology, you'll be suggested by the application itself, by the portal itself, on who could be your mentors, who could be other participants of this business, and how could you scale it further, who can be possible investors that have a past of investing in NFT projects of the kind of project that you are thinking in your mind, right? So you can apply to TDE.fi/BizThon. The link has just been posted in the chat. We'll also post it to the YouTube video comments description, And you can go there, apply for the BizThon. You'll be passed to the teams, start building the idea. It can be your idea or someone from the team that you have joined. And you'll be, like I said, connected with mentors. They'll help you understand the space better. You'd also be connected to various technologies and utilities in the blockchain world who are coming in as sponsors, as mentors of this BizThon. Now, these guys will teach you and will educate you on some tools that are already built. You don't have to build everything from scratch. I mean, fortunately enough, blockchain now is old enough to have a huge library of pre-built utilities. So we are bringing them as sponsors, as mentors, as judges to educate you on the pre-built tools, right? So you already, let's say, you don't have to build NLP algorithms anymore, those who are dealing with machine learning, because you have an IBM Watson, you have Azure APIs to help you with that, right? So I'll take that from the beginning. You come into tde.fi/BizThon, you apply. No matter what you are, you don't have to essentially be a coder. You can be any, you can have any skill that is fit to be an entrepreneur. You move ahead with the idea, you submit one, you start getting passed to relevant people, you start building that idea. Those people, those mentors will help you polish the product, will introduce you to more ecosystem players. These can be blockchain companies, these can be, blockchain infrastructures, DeFi utilities, payment companies, everything else, right? Technology service provider, marketing service provider. And this is how your idea starts becoming a business, right? You participate through the hackathon. We'll have the applications closing by the 15th of September, if I'm not wrong. And closing on an application means nothing but actually scrubbing out, let's say, unqualified ideas, unfinished ideas. Maybe you might have pressed, the submit idea button by mistake. We might end up finding a blank page in your idea. Somebody might have come in as a joke to just test our system and would have, filled in random forms. That is like, those are some very simple terms for idea application. It's not like too complex. You have to be a business idea that's worth considering. So this is how you move beyond application stage. I think it will be useful to mention that even being a participant gets you benefits in this hackathon, BizThon. So as soon as you start applying, we have airdrop partners who are looking for people who at least understand crypto, right? There are different kind of airdrops, but there are interested airdrop partners, airdrop sponsors of this BizThon who would want to give you free tokens. That is real cash. I mean, you can immediately go on an exchange and cash the tokens. Obviously, you owe a little to those sponsors. Go out, check out the project, understand what they're doing. Probably that token might be more valuable in the coming time, so you might not want to sell it. But nonetheless, there's something for everyone. That's the whole idea of the BizThon. So even as a participant, you get free airdrop tokens. So you move in beyond the application stage. If you're a qualified applicant, you get even more airdrops, because then you're not just anybody in the crypto space. You are a qualified entrepreneur of the TDeFi BizThon. Now, this means a lot to a lot of projects who want you to at least know their project. Now, this is where the airdrop gets more intense. And this is, again, a point where it's worth mentioning that we have really, really sincere airdrop partners. One of those has been courteous enough to bring in a Lamborghini Huracan to be given away in the airdrops. Yes, you heard it right. So there's a sponsor of TDeFi BizThon who has put up a real Lamborghini Huracan, the sports car, to be given away at our physical event in Dubai to the guy who would bring the winning team as their referral. Now you have to understand, this is not an immediate event. So the platform allows you to refer more people into the BizThon. So if you have your friends who you think have a fantastic idea that can win, if you have already evolved business models, amongst your friend circles and your communities that you are connected with, who you think have a chance of winning, educate them about the BizThon and bring them to apply to this BizThon. And if they win, you get to drive that Lamborghini Huracan. Imagine you as a referrer will win a Lamborghini, while they would only win probably just 100K or something like that. Obviously, they would win a business altogether. They would win a whole world of interest from our community, from the BizThon community, and everyone else who's associated with it. But I think the referrer has the biggest winning, and this is just a matter of fortune. I mean, we didn't plan any of this. There was just a sponsor who came in with that idea. So now we would start moving forward with the applications. So this is where the contest becomes intense. Now it's time for you to quickly furnish the idea with at least a working product. I mean, not a working product, but an MVP, right? A minimum viable product. You should be able to prove that this is an idea that has a fair amount of certainty that it would evolve into a business, right? So I'm sure you guys understand MVP. We'll be accepting the applications who would have an MVP into the semifinal. So this is when, this is actually the semifinal. We will accept them in the finals. So the final will actually happen in Dubai. It's going to be a physical event. Don't worry, those who can't be in Dubai, it's not a limitation, it's just a luxury. So those who can come to Dubai, all the finalists, let me repeat, all the finalists are invited to Dubai in an all expense paid trip by us. So we will be bringing all the finalists, I'm assuming close to 200 to 300 finalists to Dubai, and we'll sponsor their stay, their attendance to events, their food, their parties, everything there, except for the flights. I have to mention that. So this is how it evolves. We have 5 tracks in this hackathon. You can go and check out the website. It's clearly mentioned there, but for your reference, I'll name them. So we have gaming and gambling. We have CFI and DeFi, centralized finance and decentralized finance. We have NFT and social networks. And then the 4th track is social impact and sustainability, right? And 5th is blockchain everything. So these are 5 tracks, and we have 5 winners. We'll be taking 5 winners from each track. So again, abiding by the bottom line, we have something for everyone. So if you look at the hierarchy, there's cash, almost as good as cash, token airdrops for the participants. There is a Lamborghini airdrop, of course, for just one person, but a whole lot of more airdrops for the applicants who reach the application zone. And then there's a semifinal wherein you are invited. Sorry, there's the final where you are invited physically to Dubai, which is, of course, nothing less than an award. And then we have 25 winners. So 25 teams have a chance to win in this BizThon, and the winning reward pot is $1 million. So you can imagine the amount of rewards. You can go on the website, check for the details for each of those ranks. The first winner would have $100,000 or close to that, and then it decreases with the ranking. So this is how the reward structure is positioned. But guess what? This is not the end of the story. This BizThon is actually landing into a physical event in Dubai, a real global technology event called GITEX. It has a history of more than 10 years. It is by far and on record the world's biggest exhibition and tech exhibition, and has been having 140 to 160,000 people attendees every year. This year, because it's the only tech event, like one of the only tech events in the world, and also lined up with the Expo 2021, which is the world's biggest business event, not limited to tech. they're expecting close to 200,000 people, attendees. So in this place, we have a huge stage, a huge place for ourselves to allow these winners, the 25 winners, to come and pitch in front of a global fleet of fintech and blockchain investors. Yes, we have an investors lounge attached to the stage along with the ecosystem. So you have the ecosystem, the crypto ecosystem, crypto and fintech ecosystem looking at you when you're pitching. You have the investors of the world looking at you when you're pitching. And then this is being live streamed to create a lifetime of quality content for you as a startup to refer to whenever you have time, whenever you have a moment to talk about your idea, right? So it creates a lifetime opportunity to establish yourself as an entrepreneur, as a business idea, because this does not stops with the winning award. Now this entire world, this entire ecosystem is looking at you, and it's not important if you haven't won the BizThon. Even if you're a finalist, even if you're an applicant who is worth a look, all of these people would be following up the entire sequence of applications. A lot of people might get a chance to invest in the winners, but a lot of those investors might never get a chance to even talk to them because these places would fill fast and the fundraisers are limited these days. While there's a whole flow of capital in the world, like it's an overflow of capital in the world. So coming to the point, this BizThon is worth every minute of your attention starting now. And the attention spans right from submitting an idea, thinking of an idea, looking for a team, applying, and then referring more people just to increase your chances to get a Lamborghini and more airdrops. And then while it is being made worth for you, you start qualifying level after level to start building your network, your immediate network, sort of ramping it through the world, a global fleet of mentors and judges and utility and infrastructure companies, right? And then finally to win it, obviously you play to win, right? So it's a lifetime opportunity for all of you to start thinking about yourself, your career, and your entrepreneurship dreams, and apply to the hackathon. So that's all about the BizThon. There are many more finer details to it. We'll keep populating our website, our Telegram, our Discord channels with all those details. Please join our Discord channels. We'll provide you with the links right here on the chat. We'll provide you with the links in the description of those who are watching this video and would be watching this video on YouTube. So I'll open up the chat here to take questions, if any. I don't think there should be any. Yeah, people are asking for contact and everything. I think you can join the Discord channels that are very well available on the website. Also, to facilitate you through this journey, we have enabled live chat. So you have our friends and colleagues who are waiting for your questions behind the scene, just to assist you with anything and everything that you might have in mind, or that might have been a blocker for you to apply here or start moving with this opportunity. So that's it from my guys. I know it's very monotonous. I might as well practice to be a VJ from here if I'm able to speak for such long period of time by myself. Quite proud of myself. Okay, thank you guys. See you on the other side. Go out and apply. Thank you. Have a good day.